Hi guys, welcome to episode 2. Today we're not going to make one, but 2 burgers. And the main theme is mushrooms. We have shiitake mushrooms and Swiss brown mushroom. We're going to make 1 beef, 1 chicken. And it's going to be 2 very different experiences. So let's talk ingredients. The first burger we're going to make is called the spicy Hawaiian. For those who have had it, you know that in the spicy Hawaiian, there's pineapple, there's a chicken patty. Today we're going to do a crispy chili prawn patty. We have mushrooms, cheese, and a spicy sauce. I will show you how to do those step by step. So the second burger is going to be pretty interesting. It's a burger not on the BurgerLab menu. It is a beef mushroom scrambled egg burger. Good for breakfast. It's something that I make for myself at home. So I'm going to share with you how I make that. All you need is our signature beef patty, some eggs, and the same mushroom as the spicy Hawaiian. And then some cheese, of course. Let's get cooking. Alright, the first thing we're going to prepare are some mushrooms. So let's cut up some of these mushrooms. Don't cut them too small because when you cook mushrooms, they do shrink. So for the Swiss brown mushroom, you can cut them to be larger chunks. For the shiitake, they're a little bit hardier, so you want to cut them into smaller bits. So if you're wondering, can I use more mushroom? I love enoki mushroom, I love king oyster mushroom, can I use those? Of course you can. The more mushrooms you have, the better the flavor you can fill up. But for today, just for simplicity's sake, we're going to use 2 different mushrooms. And to me, Swiss brown mushroom tastes like childhood. It tastes a little bit like cream of mushroom. And so shiitake is a very deep, earthy, meaty taste. And when you combine these 2 together with a little bit of soy sauce, it's perfect. Now that we've prepared our mushrooms, we're going to prepare the next ingredient, which is pineapple. Now, nothing wrong with using canned pineapples. We use that in our stores. But for today, I'm going to use fresh pineapple. You can get that from your local supermarket. So let's cut them up. You must be wondering, do I cut it thin or do I cut it thick? It really depends on you. If you are a pineapple fanatic, go for a thick cut. If you are someone who just wants a little hint of the taste, then go for a thin one. Today, I'm going to go for a thick cut. Depending on which pineapple you get, the core might be a bit hard, so you want to cut that out. So to add a little bit more flavor, you can actually sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on it to give it that extra depth. Now just toast your pineapple and let this natural sugar do the browning until you get this really nice char on it. Once it looks like this, you can take it out. So now we're going to cook our mushrooms. We're going to use our herb garlic butter. We're going to add a little bit of just regular butter in there as well. So you need to sweat your mushrooms. Just slowly cook them as they brown. Don't add the salt yet. You should add it towards the end just to taste. Alright, now we're going to add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, or however you pronounce it, Worcestershire. Oh, screw it. Just a dash. That will amp up its umami level. We're going to add a little bit of boreal or marmite. We're going to turn it down to low fire. So the thing about mushroom is that it's naturally full of umami, what you also know as MSG. A lot of people have a misconception about what MSG is.
MSG is king of flavor.
It's basically a naturally occurring flavor product that exists in seaweed, cheese, mushroom, meat. If you know how to use the right ingredient and you build on the umami level, you can build a really good flavor without having to use Ajinomoto. So this is natural umami. Last but not least, we're going to add on a little bit of teriyaki sauce just to give it that sweetness. Now you need to decide whether you want to add salt and pepper at this point. I'm going to do a bit of a tasting, and if it's good enough, no salt, no pepper needed. Really good. So set this aside. Get it ready to be used when your patty and buns are ready. So today we're using our crispy chili prawn chicken because I want the extra kick of spiciness in our spicy Hawaiian. So for the chicken patty, as long as you have thawed it properly, it's going to take about 1.5 minutes, but make sure you check before you flip. You need to have a nice brown char before you want to flip it over. Now that we have flipped it, it's going to take another 1.5 minutes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of mushroom on it, and I'm going to top it with a slice of Monterey Jack cheese. So to melt the cheese, all you need to do is just pour a little bit of water and then cover it. So using the same pan, just add a little bit of butter, and then you can toast your bread. we prepared everything from our sauteed mushrooms, our grilled pineapple, and even our patty is ready. The only thing that's missing, our secret red sauce. Now I can't give you the exact recipe, I can give you something that's close to it. So, what is in our red sauce? Sriracha. Today I'm using Lingham's sriracha, mayo, and a dash of lemon or lime juice. So in terms of parts, it's about equal parts sriracha and mayo, and then just a dash of lemon juice. Let's get making that. Alright, so we're gonna add our sriracha. Alright, equal parts. And just a dash of that. So now you've learned how to make our red sauce, or close to it. The other sauce that you will need is the X Plus sauce. Now I'm not going to show you how to make it today because I've already shown you how to make it here in the previous episode. Alright, now that we have everything ready, let's get assembling. Alright, so we have our bottom bun and our top bun. For the bottom bun, I'm going to put our egg sauce. Just like before, I think about 1.5 spoons. It's good enough. Now we have the sauce ready. Lettuce and tomato is optional. I will add that in today. So we source our lettuces from Cultivate. They have really, really good greens. And we get our tomato from them as well. Next, we're going to put a little bit of mushroom on the burger. So this depends on how much you want or how much you love mushroom. We already have some on the patty, remember? So I'm going to put a little bit more. Just before I lay the patty down. This is so that we get new layers of mushrooms. Okay, the patty. Just let it sit on top nicely. Now we're going to put the red sauce. So again, this is depending on how much you like the sauce, and you can add to your discretion. And finally, the charred pineapple. A little bit more red sauce on the top bun. And voila, we have the spicy Hawaiian. So, let's cut the burger in half and see what it looks like on the inside. Well, okay, I only have half a burger here. If you're wondering where the other half went, my lovely assistants, they've already given it the thumb of approval. Alright, so it's my turn to try the burger. Alright, awesome. I'll squish it a little bit. This is definitely very different from our usual spicy Hawaiian. It's definitely next level. So turn your home into a burger lab. Take what I've shared with you here and show me what you got. I'm gonna go for another bite. The sweetness of the pineapple and that really, really earthy flavor of the mushroom just goes so well together. I wish you can taste this. It's ridiculous. That was a pretty good first meal. Now we're gonna make a second burger. It's gonna be a beef breakfast burger. So what's gonna be in there? The mushroom that we had from the first round. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna have our beef patty. Now, all we need right now is just scrambled egg. Now I'm gonna teach you how to make my favorite scrambled egg. First, you will need 2 eggs. Where are all my bowls? Damn it. Alright. There you go. Sometimes you just gotta improvise. Alright, we're gonna crack 2 eggs in here. Alright, now we have 2 eggs in here. I'm gonna add a little bit of full cream milk. Just eyeball this. You don't want too much of it, just a dash. There we go. Salt and pepper to taste. And then just whisk it. Alright, first you need a pan. But do not start the fire first. We're gonna do this on a cold start. Okay, make sure you pour everything in. Next, you start the fire. Go for the slowest setting. What you want is a little bit of butter and stir. Just keep stirring. You want a very light, fluffy texture. Don't stop stirring.
Few moments later.
So you need to be careful here. As it starts heating up, it'll start curdling. So you want to remove it from the heat the moment you feel that the texture is what you're looking for. Okay, it's starting to curdle. I'm gonna slow down a little bit, let it set. This is about done. I'm gonna add a slice of cheese on top of it. It's almost ready. Very close. I'm gonna turn off the heat. If you feel that this is too wet for you, that's fine. Just cook it a little bit more. I like it this way. Alright, I'm gonna separate it out because I'm just gonna use this amount here for the burger. Just put the cheese on there and let it melt. We're gonna set this aside right now. So we're gonna add a little bit of oil. Make sure it's nice and hot. Spread it around. So this is the BurgerLab beef blend. You need to cook it for about 1 minute and 30 seconds on medium-high heat, and then you flip it over. So one thing about our burger beef blend is you don't really need to add any salt or pepper to it. But if you like to, you can. Alright, 1 minute and 30 seconds is up. Flip it over. Nice still. So another minute and 30 seconds. Alright, now that it's done, we're going to transfer the egg over. It's a very delicate operation. Drop it over. So always remember, all the beef fat that you have left over, don't throw them away. You want to use them to toast your bread. This gives it maximum flavor. So what you can do is just add a little bit of water, cover it, let it steam and toast. So we have all our ingredients ready. We have the beef patty with the scrambled egg on top with a nice melted cheese over it. Now we're gonna get the bun ready. Here we go. That's the bottom bun. And this is the top bun. Now this is gonna be really, really simple. No fancy sauces. Mayo, ketchup, and whole grain mustard. That's it. So we're gonna start with a bottom layer of mayo. Alright, healthy dose of Japanese mayo. Let's spread that out a little bit. A little bit of mustard. Now you can choose whether you want tomato or lettuce on this. Today I'm just gonna do tomato. I'm gonna top it with the beef patty and scrambled egg. Now for a little bit something extra, if you have a torch the cheese, it's gonna be a different experience. I know, this is a little bit of an overkill. Let's go. So what this does is it gives it a very smoky flavor. Next, we're gonna have our mushrooms. Oh la la. A little bit of ketchup. So let's cut this burger and see what it looks like inside. This is gonna be a messy affair. Alright, this time I'm not gonna wait for the crew to eat it first. I'm gonna go for it first. Oh man, look at this. If I can have this for breakfast every day, wait a minute, I do. It's amazing. I wish you can taste this. Well, you can. Make it yourself at home. I hope to see you in the next episode, and let's have some fun making crazy burgers again. If you have any ideas, drop it in the comment box below and let me know what you want me to make. I'll see you soon. 你要吃，你不要看这 camera， 你很假的嘞，很假的你。This is so fake 你就吃不了啦，不要。OK， 算了，这个朋友。